Dig Dug for the Nintendo Game Boy is a perfect example of taking a classic gaming idea, tweaking it just a bit by adding new gameplay elements and goals, while retaining the same basic gameplay that made it popular. This port on the Game Boy does this by giving you both the original Namco classic as well as a new Dig Dug to play. Of course, just changing something for the sake of change and slapping the word new on it can sometimes be an unmitigated disaster. First, let's take a look at the original port of Dig Dug. Like Mr. Do for the Game Boy, which I previously reviewed, as well as other arcade ports on the Game Boy, Dig Dug shows you a zoomed-in view of the screen that scrolls as you move instead of the whole screen at once. Some would say that this makes the game harder to play, but I like the added challenge of not always knowing exactly where your enemies are. The gameplay, graphics, and sound are very close to the arcade original, minus the colors, of course. Everyone knows how the game works. You control Dig Dug as he digs through underground caverns, eliminating monsters known as pukas and figars. Who comes up with these names? Either by using your air pump on them until they pop, or dropping rocks on them. You get more points the deeper under the ground you are when you eliminate the enemies, who can also turn into eyeballs and follow you anywhere on the screen. Fruits and other objects appear in the middle, Pac-Man style, for extra points as well. A well done and faithful port that is sure to please any fan of this Namco classic. However, where this game really shines is in the new Dig Dug arrangement that is added to the cart. Unlike New Coke, the same great taste remains while adding some great new game mechanics that really make the game fun. This time, your goal is not to eliminate the monsters, as they will respawn at the top of the screen anyway. No, you must collect 3 keys scattered throughout the levels that open a doorway to the next level. In original Dig Dug, you could dig anywhere on the screen that you desired. However, now solid walls are scattered throughout the levels, forcing you to follow convoluted paths to get to the keys and the door. The enemies are also much more aggressive in new Dig Dug, so you really have to be on your game. To help you in addition to rocks and, of course, your air pump, are other devices such as giant weights which, unlike the rocks, don't crumble or disappear and could block your path. There is also giant rolling balls that will crush anything in their path, and finally bombs that explode Bomberman style when you dig under them. Run away right away to avoid getting caught in the blast yourself. There are also skeleton figars as well as boss battles with giant versions of the pukas and figars. New Dig Dug contains 41 levels and mercifully has a continue feature because I haven't gotten past level 8 at this point. There is one downside to this game, and maybe you've already noticed it. There is a noticeable slowdown when there's a lot going on. This does hamper the fun a bit, but I still really like and enjoy this game. If it was just the original Dig Dug, I would say it's a good solid port, but the addition of new Dig Dug and its addictive adventure elements really make this a must-have for Game Boy collectors and retro enthusiasts alike. This is Atari Leaf, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.